Ladies and gentlemen, Sidestrafe back with another World of Tanks replay, and we're only going to do one this time, but this one was really unique and interesting, and there are some lessons to be learned from this for a lot of individuals, and I just had to post it. So here we are, obviously, T34 American Heavy Tank, and the one thing that I've researched about it, because every time I buy a new tank I always look into it. I go to Wikipedia, I read the forums, I play with it, I practice with it, and I try to figure out what it's good at, you know, and what it's not. So heavy tank, okay, sure, it's a heavy, but that doesn't mean that you need to throw it into the front lines and take damage and get killed right away. It's a support tank. That's what most people have defined it as, and by support tank, that means that there should always be somebody in front of you, either a heavier tank or scouts. They should be lighting up targets or taking the damage and basically being a distraction so that you can use your extremely powerful gun to obliterate the enemy. Now, in this case, again, American heavy tanks, typically good turret armor, but weaker hulls, and, you know, a really good gun here. Not the most accurate gun in the game by a long shot, but it's accurate enough to get the job done. So here what we're doing is I am hull down. I'm hanging out in the back and I'm letting people light targets up and just trying to get some shots in. Now I am missing a lot of these beginning shots, which is quite unfortunate. In some cases due to my own error, in some other cases due to the fact that my crew just doesn't want to hit anything. Even though I do have 100% crew, just still not enough. And it just comes down to some of that long-range accuracy of this gun. But there are a few shots you'll see that I just aim a little too low, and I would say it's just my own fault. But we're just trying to get some damage here. Oh, there's their Artie, you know, there's a sweet target, and he disappears. I go for a blind shot, hoping to perhaps take him out. Now, the thing here is when you're in a heavy tank and you're at the top of the list like I was for this game, you get blamed a lot. Or you get looked up to. You're the person that they see. You're the top tank. That means you're supposed to do the best. You're supposed to do the most damage, get the most kills. You're supposed to win the game for us. That's how a lot of people look at it. If you're at the top tier and you're sitting back or camping or sniping, you get yelled at to no end. Because when people start dying and they go into spectator mode, they become backseat drivers, and they want to blame you for everything that's going wrong in the game. And you know, you will definitely see an example of that in this game, and that's really why I want to post it. But if you noticed on the minimap, we have a problem. A major portion of their force is moving on that flank there. You can see where they're getting lit up at Golf 1 and Foxtrot 1 on the grid. We have very little defense there. We have two pieces of Artie in the back here and a medium tank to hold off that strike force. We don't have enough on assault going for their cap point. So what's the most logical thing to do? Get into a position to defend. Here's a great area with these train tracks that I can get hull down. The strength of the T34 and the T29 series, or any of the American heavies, is to be hull down and let people shoot at your insane turret. And there we go. There's an SU-85 who got overzealous and is one-shotted. Now pay attention to this Behruz Wolf guy. He says WTF T34 in the chat. So he's the Artie player, one of them. And he's already complaining about my gameplay. And here's their assault force, which, look at this. Two Tigers and a T29 at full health. Well, no longer. We've got that Tiger who's now at 52%. And they're trying to shoot at me, but they have to fight my turret. My heavily armored turret. And that Tiger is just giving me a whole bunch of hull shots to hit at there, and they're just poking up. They're focusing on the artillery, so they took him out. They wanted him gone before me, and that wasn't really smart. So there's a Tiger. Boom! Bring him down to 5% health, and we're just keeping them at bay. And there we go. He's destroyed by the T29 player, who's doing a really good job at just hitting them on their flanks. They were not aware of him. And this gives me the opportunity to kind of check out some of these targets. However, my hull position, I have that KV2 on my left, and it's kind of hard to angle over to get him as well. T29 there, I know that was a turret shot. Probably not going to do a whole lot, but it was the only shot I had available, so I took it. Shots inbound, just bouncing off that turret, or it's just HE damage, just doing a minor splash damage there. So, but again, they're not really focusing on me. They're not looking at me here, because we still have some other players there that are running some interference or distraction. And here's a nice opening. There's that Tiger, although I probably should have angled over and hit the T29 on that shot, but now I'm just getting tracked a little bit. That KV2 is a problem. And I'm a little nervous here. We're down to 4 players on our team. It looks like they've got the win. I'm like, well, you know what? This is going to be Custard's last stand. But here's Belarusian-Wolf, again complaining. You know it's not going to end well when your best tank is a camper who hides behind Artie. Okay, so he wants to talk smack. He's dead with no kills. You know, perhaps he has some damage, but he wants to do the backseat driver thing and talk some smack. So that's fine. So here we got the T29. He's rushing in. He's got some good kills under his belt, but he's opening up his flank. He goes in for another one, takes out the Tiger, who was already damaged. And here's this M18, who appears to be shooting at the T29. I'm going to go try to back him up and grab this M18 if I can, because I know his light armor will mean a one-shot kill with my powerful gun. And kaboom, he's done. Unfortunately, we lose the T29, who had 5 kills, so good job to you. But there, we still have that KV5, a Jagd Panther KV2, and SU5. And it's just me and the Artie at this point. And I'm like, oh man, this is not good. This is not looking good. But this is a one-shot kill if I can get it. Done. So he's out. I'm like, oh man, I know my heart rate was going a mile a minute at this point, because this is just one of those stressful situations where you have a smack talker and, you know, it's just down to you, and it's kind of like, can you pull that comeback? I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping, but it doesn't look good. Here we have a Jagd Panther who's coming out of the woodwork. He's 100%. I'm like, crap. Sometimes they have that stubborn, sloped armor in the front. But I still have that powerful gun. I'm just going to go for it. There's a hit. He's tracked. I'm like, oh, yeah. He doesn't have good enough gun depression, and he doesn't have a turret, so he can't really aim at me. I'm like, let's go for another one. Boom, with a turret shot. Straight pen, but it's 2-2. Me and the Artie, and they're coming for the Artie. I'm thinking, okay, the Artie's dead in a second. He's going to get one-shotted, and it's just going to be me. But I'm wondering, why did their artillery show up? And my conclusion is that he showed up because he's out of ammo, possibly, and he's here to just run distraction or interference, maybe get some ramming damage. I don't know. But there he is. I don't even know if he fires at me. See, he didn't fire a shot. I think he's out of ammo. But the KV5 is what I'm most worried about. And see this SU, so how he's blocking? I think he literally was just trying to be a shield for the KV5. And just kind of get in the way of my shots, which he did, because I went for him to get him out. Because at the time I was thinking, I don't know, you know, if he has ammo or not. I don't know what was going on. But KV5, look at this priest. He's running interception, basically. He's just running around trying to take some shots and buy me some time to get some shots in, which, unfortunately, my hits are not doing anything. There's a hit, no damage. I missed the shot before that, so unfortunately, I didn't get the shots in that I could, and I'm like, crap. These KV5s sometimes just have that stubborn armor unless you just hit them in the right spot. And I went for that under armor right there, and we got a good shot in there. But I'm out of AP rounds, which unfortunately I should have loaded up more AP versus the HE, especially with this gun. I'm like, oh man, it could come down to a few shots here. Fire in. Going. I tried to hit under the tracks. It looked like it just hit the rail there. So I know my reload time is not meant for these types of battles. This is not where this tank necessarily excels, except for the fact that accuracy is not a major issue. Again, the heart rate is just through the roof, and I'm just trying to get these under the track shots. Where can I hit him? Trying to go for the hull, the side hull. He's hit, but only 69 damage. It's only, remember, it's only HE damage here, because that's all I've got left, but it can be potent if we hit him in the right spots. And that's just keeping him back there. And remember, he doesn't have a shot on me like I do. I have shots on him, but he's coming around and is like, oh no, this could be it. I'm thinking I'm dead. If he hits me in the rear or something. Oh, but somehow I managed to survive. Get another shot. Try to aim for the same area. Oh, it is down to one more shot. I'm like, here, take my turret. Forced him to shoot at my turret because I have the heaviest armor there. I'm going to aim for what they call the R2-D2 machine gun unit. Boom! Game over. And that was a close one. And the crowd goes wild. That was a scary one, ladies and gentlemen. That was one of those heart thumpers. I mean, it was down to me, and I brought it back. And I was really proud of that match. And even more proud of it because we had a crap talker here, Wolf, who died and basically didn't do a whole lot. You know, he may have gotten some damage in there, but he decided to talk smack, you know, because I decided to come back and defend them against the onslaught of armor that was coming around the flank. That was a tactical decision I made. I had the team's best interest at heart. Sure, maybe I could have been more offensive, but I didn't see the need in that case. I wanted to defend from a hull down position, and we did it. Special thanks goes out to the T29 player, Braddock. 5 kills there. I want to thank that artillery player, the priest, at the end for actually just running interference. You know, 1 kill, but he played smart towards the end, Danners, and he just tried to distract him long enough for me to get some hits in. I didn't get the hits in that I wanted to at that point, but good job there. You know, a couple other kills here, and, you know, good job to anybody who did some damage and just tried, you know, because it's a video game. It's pixels on a screen. You know, we're just playing this to have fun. We're supposed to be. And we got there's the destroyed, the damage done, 25 shots, you know, 20 of which were hits. And of course I get steel wall and top gun for that round. And a whole heck of a lot of money. And that's what premium tanks are for, earning money. And that's what it comes down to. So, you know, talk smack all you want. I've got the specs and the stats and the money. I walk away a champ, even just with the money and the damage alone. You know, because it's called playing smart, guys. Be patient. Heavy tank doesn't mean run up to the front and get your face shot off. This is how I play my tank. You may choose another way that may be just as or more successful. You may walk away with 11 kills or something crazy. Good for you. We're all going to be good in our own ways, and we're all going to enjoy the game in our own ways. But that's gaming. That's life. So this hasn't just been a replay. I don't post this to brag about it. I post it as kind of a lesson. Play the game the way you want, but think about your team and think about what's best for your team and just help each other out. Give criticism, but give constructive criticism to players. Help them out with tips and tricks and tactics. That's what it comes down to. Don't be a douchebag. Just play the game and have fun. But that has been it. So it's been lesson time with Side Strafe today. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this replay, and I look forward to posting more soon. So see ya. Take care.